Report for the day is the basic egg of Chile. Over 40 billions of eggs were produced in Russia during one year. An average Russian citizen eats about 270 eggs per year. Almost every our recipe includes egg, but we don't usually think of the role they play in cooking. Let's sort everything out. An egg consists of six parts: thin albumen, thick albumen, egg yolk, eggshell and air cell, and chalaza, serves to keep the yolk centered. Two-thirds of an egg is represented by an egg white and one-third by an egg yolk. As an egg white consists of 90% of water, most part of egg is liquid, which contains a little albumen, fat, and emulsifier. Yung egg naman, ay nagko-contain siya ng 90% water. Most of the egg is liquid, maliban dun sa shells niya. Okay? First is the egg white. Another name of an egg white is albumen. An egg white consists of protein and water. 10% of protein and 90% of water. It contains no fats, unlike yolk. An egg white has little flavor and color. Yung egg white naman, consists siya ng protein and water. And 10% protein and 90% water. Wala siyang fats, hindi katulad sa egg yolk. And egg white has a little flavor and color. Egg yolk. Yolk contains 50% of liquid and 50% of solid substances. As egg age, yolk pick up additional moisture from whites. When it happens, yolks become thinner and spread out, pouring onto smooth surface. Yolk have protective membranes that weaken as they age, making it more difficult to separate an egg yolk and egg white. If eggs are not stored in cold place, the weakening of membranes increases the possibility of bacteria penetration and reproduce yolk high in healthy components. Yung egg yolks naman, contains siya ng 50% of liquid and 50% of solid substances. Kasi yung egg yolk is medyo malapot siya. Di katulad ng egg white. Tapos, yung egg yolk naman is may nakaprotekta na membranes. Okay? Eggshell. An eggshell comprises 10% of total egg weight and it serves as protective membrane. It's a very porous. It means that odors can enter an eggshells, and an egg can lose moisture and gases. An eggshell is usually washed and covered with a special liquid in order to kill salmonella. It can also be treated with a mineral oil to avoid evaporation from the egg. Eggshell contains water, organic substances, and about 95% of organic compounds, mostly calcium carbonate. Yung eggshells naman is comprised of 10% egg weight. Okay? Dito rin, isa rin to sa nagpaprotekta dun sa laman ng yung pinaka-egg niya. Itong eggshells. Ito yung kulay puti na medyo matigas. Ganon. Yung parang bahay ng itlog. Ganon. At nagko-contain siya ng water, organic substances, and about 95 inorganic compounds, and mostly calcium carbonate. Air cell. Egg have two protective membranes between egg cell and egg white. Egg yolk and egg white. Soon after an egg has been laid, an air cell starts from a large rounded egg end of an egg. As an egg ages, it loses moistures of an air cell increase. That's why old eggs floats and freshly sink. Ito namang air cells, ito naman yung nakikita natin pag binabara natin yung egg. Yung parang papel niya. or parang isa pang bahay na isa rin itong nagpoprotekta sa white egg and yolk. Okay? Chaleza or cord. Chaleza is twist cord in an egg white which serves to keep the yolk centered. If you can see it in the egg, it means the egg is fresh. Many chefs strain eggs to remove chalze, although it doesn't influence banking. Yung chalza naman is ito yung cord na nakakonekta sa egg white at egg yolk. Kung bakit, ito yung dahilan kung bakit centered yung egg yolk. Makikita to pag nilaga mo yung itlog, nakikita mo is centered yung yellow na because of the cord. And you can see it, the egg, it means the egg is fresh. Kung nakikita mo daw yun, yung cord na yun sa isang itlog, it means yung itlog na yun is fresh. Many chefs strain eggs to remove chalce, although it does influence baking. Karamihan sa mga chef, pag kailangan, bago nila manon sa baking, ini-strain nila yung itlog para matanggal yung twisted cord niya. Pero, di naman yun, depende lang sa chef. Shell membranes. Inner and outer shell membranes surrounded albumen in order to provide a protective barrier against bacteria penetration and air cells created between this membrane. Ito na yung shells. Shells to, yung shells talaga itlog. Tapos yung air cell naman, nakakreate dun sa between ng white egg at yung shells na to. Ayun yung air cell. Ayun na yung air cell. Ngayon. Egg grade and size. In the sorting process, eggs are examined for both interior and exterior quality, and for weight, grade, and size of the egg are two different nations. The USA. In the USA, in the descending order of quality eggs, usually designate D, double A, single A, and B. Nutritional values of different grades are the same. Grade double A. An air cell occupies little space. Yung air cell niya is may space yon between. Next dun is yung albumen, stick. And chalzaya is prominent, means litaw yung cord niya. And yolk is thick, round, and high. Shell is usually shaped clean. Such eggs are good for all-purpose frying and boiling. Grade A. An air cell occupies a little space. Okay, ganun din siya. Same lang sila nung grade din AA. Albumen is thick. Chalzea is prominent din. Yolk is thick, round, and slightly high. Medyo katamtaman lang yung taas ng egg yolk niya. And shell is the same as graded AA. Have they used for the same purpose. Graded B. An air cell occupies a lot of space. Yung air cell naman to, occupied naman yung space. Mas malaki yung space niya. There is no much thick albumen. Hindi ganun katik yung albumen niya. And yung chalzea isn't prominent or invisible. So, it means hindi gaanong litaw. Okay? Yung cord niya. And egg yolk is flattened and enlarged. Flat siya na medyo malaki, pabilog. Hindi siya katulad dito, no? Round and high. The eggshell is misshapen with small defects. Tapos eggshell naman niya, hindi siya perfectly round na katulad sa graded AA and A. Ito, meron siyang parang defects. Such eggs are good for scrambled eggs and baking, but it can be hard to whisk. Such egg whites as contain too much water because itong grade B, hindi siya ganong good pang whip or hindi siya ganun kadaling i-whisk. Kasi nga, yung egg whites niya is hindi ganun kalapot. US egg size are divided into 6 categories by weight. Jumbo, about 72 grams per egg. Extra large, about 64 grams per egg. Large, about 57 grams per egg. Medium, about 50 grams per egg. Small, about 43 grams per egg. Peewee, about 35 grams per egg.
Next is Russia, Belarus. Depending on the storage life, quality and weight, chicken eggs are divided into diet and table eggs in Belarus and Russia. Diet eggs, which are not stored at low temperature and sold during 7 days after being laid, excluding the day of laying. Every egg is marked with a red stamp on its eggshell, which specifies a date of laying and an egg category. Table C. Eggs which are storage life doesn't exceed 25 days starting from the sorting day but excluding the day of laying. The eggs is stored at a low temperature no more than 120 days with an air cell height no more than 7 mm. Stored at a low temperature no more than 9 mm. Every egg is marked with a blue stamp on its eggshell which specifies an egg category only based on an egg weight. Sometimes it's allowed not to mark table eggs. So, yung diet eggs or D, naka-store lang siya sa high temperature tapos binibenta sa loob ng 7 araw after ma-harvest. Pero di kasali yung araw na na-laid siya. Tapos yung mga eggs, may red stamp na naka-indicate doon yung date kung kailan siya nag-lay at kung saan kategory siya nabibilang. Yung table eggs naman, or yung C, yung mga eggs dito dapat hindi siya lumalagpas sa 25 days simula nung sorting day. Tapos naka-store yung mga eggs sa low temperature. Blue stamp naman yung ginagamit dito. Naka-indicate doon yung category niya. Next is yung category. Yung category 3, yung smallest eggs. Yung gram niya is 35 to 44.9. Yung category number 2 naman, yung weight niya is from 45 to 54.9 grams. And yung category 1 or large eggs, yung weight niya is from 55 to 64.9 grams. And last, yung hand-picked eggs or yung largest egg na yung weight 65 grams to 74.9 grams. Pero minsan umaabot ng 75 grams. And let me repeat it once again. Brown eggs differ from white eggs only in the shell color. There is absolutely no difference between them. Different chicken breeds lay eggs of different shell color. Brown eggs are laid by chickens of Asian breeds. Chemical analysis of eggs with different shell color hasn't identified any differences in their health value or flavor. Eggshell color doesn't have any impact on its nutritional value. Yung brown eggs, hindi siya iba dun sa white eggs kasi nasa breed ng chicken lang yun. Hindi rin nakaka-apekto yung color ng shell sa laman ng egg. Next, the term egg products refers to eggs removed from their shells and sold in stores. Egg yolks, egg whites, and whole eggs. Egg products vary from refrigerated and frozen to powdered ones. According to the law, egg products must be pasteurized. That is why they don't contain salmonella. They are safe to use in a raw condition. Pasteurization is a process that kills pathogenic bacteria, microorganisms such as salmonella in food. Eggs cannot be pasteurized at high temperature because protein starts coagulating. Ibig sabihin ng egg product is yung mga eggs na wala ng shells. Mga yolks, egg whites na lang. At dapat yung egg na pasteurize siya para hindi magkaroon ng salmonella. Sa Japan, for example, sila yung mga madalas kumakain ng raw eggs. Hinahalo nila sa rice kasi yung eggs nila doon is safe at pasteurized. May ginagamit na machine sa pasteurization process at dapat nasa low temperature yung eggs para ma-pasteurize siya. Advantages of egg products. Safety as they are pasteurized. Save time kasi wala na siyang shell. Low price or mura siya. Minimum room for storage. No losses when cracking eggs. Long-term storage life. No need in separation of whites from yolks kasi may mabibili na whites lang siya. Meron din yung yolk. The same egg quality as eggs with eggshells have. Ito naman yung types of egg products. Frozen egg whites, frozen sugar yolks, refrigerated yolks, frozen whole eggs, liquid egg products, and powdered eggs. So next, the function of eggs. Structure. Coagulated albumin proteins in egg whites and yolks are important to add structure to baked products. Cakes can collapse without eggs. Coagulated proteins provide thickness and gelation as a texture variety of pastry creams, cream and glazed custards. Eggs are unique because they contain both thickeners or proteins and softeners or fats and emulsifiers. Mahalaga yung eggs kapag nagbibake ng cake kasi nagbibigay ng thickness at the same times softness sa mga baked products. Kasi isa ito sa main ingredients sa baking. Next is aeration. Eggs can form stable foam and by doing so they provide aeration. Foam consists of small bubbles of air or some other gas surrounded by liquid or solid film. With the help of aeration, eggs help the process of leavening. True leavening agent is air. Eggs form foam which helps air to enter baked products. So, yung aeration is isang process na ginagawa sa eggs para mag-form ng foam. Kasi dun pumapasok yung air. And yung air is isa siyang leavening agent. Next is emulsification. Yolks are good emulsifiers, which prevent fats and butter from separating. Eggs are often added to cream, butter or shortening to emulsify and stabilize the mixture. Yung yolks, good emulsifier siya, meaning siya yung nagiging dahilan para mag-combine yung fats tsaka yung water. Karaniwang dinadagdag yung eggs sa butter para mas may stabilize yung mixture. Next is color. Yolks containing yellow-orange carotenoids add yellow color to the baked products, creams, and sauces. Eggs contain proteins which participate in Maillard reaction and yellowish color to pastry. So, yung color ng yolk is yellow-orange, kaya madalas yun yung nagiging kulay sa ibang baked products kapag di pa nalalagyan ng food colorings. Protein yung pangunahing nakukuha sa egg at kapag nagkakaroon ng Maillard reaction, nagkakaroon ng yellowish color sa binibake. Yung Maillard reaction naman kapag natapat sa heat, nagiging brown color siya. Nutritional value. Egg whites and yolks have high nutritional value. Eggs contain vitamins and minerals. Carotenoids acts antioxidants and play an important role in our health. Kaya yung egg, hindi siya nawawala sa mga pagkain kasi marami siyang health benefits. Additional functions. Prevention form staling. Egg fats, emulsifiers, and proteins prevent starch from retrogradation, which is a cause of product staling. So, yung egg fats, emulsifier, tsaka proteins, tumutulong para maiwasan yung starch retrogradation or yun yung sobrang dry na at matigas na yung product. Next, glossy finish of the baked products. Egg proteins give glossy golden brown finish radish if products are covered with eggs or the mixture of eggs and milk. May mga baked products na bago isalang sa oven, pinapahiran or binabrush nila ng pinaghalong egg tsaka milk para kapag na-bake siya dun sa labas niya, kulay golden brown siya. Binding agent. Eggs act as a binding agent that holds nuts, spices, and sugar together. Eggs enables liquid butter to stick to the surface of product during frying. So, yung egg, siya yung nag-hold sa lahat ng ingredients dun sa mixtures para kapag niluto siya, nag-stick silang lahat dun. Silky texture of sweets and frozen desserts. Fats, emulsifiers, and proteins prevent crystallization and provide smooth, silky texture of sweets and frozen desserts. Kasi yung eggs, di ba, contains both thickeners and softeners siya, kaya yung mga baked products, smooth yung mga textures gaya ng cakes and cupcakes. Moisture. Whole eggs contain 75% of liquid. As soon as eggs are added to the butter, it becomes moist. So, yung egg, 75% liquid kasi siya. Kaya kapag nahalo sa mga baked products, nagiging moist sila. Increase in the softness of butter. Eggs compete with gluten formation in butter. Fats, emulsifiers interact with bonds with gluten filaments and weaken them.
Good morning classmate. My report is all about sugar cookery. Sugar is a natural sweetener which provides 15 calories per teaspoon. It is a disaccharide sucrose, a carbohydrate found in every fruit and vegetable. So, sugar, alam naman natin siguro kung ano yung sugar, di ba? Ito yung pampalasa o pampatamis sa mga kinakain natin. Sugar is part na ng buhay, pagkain o kinakain ng isang tao. Di ba, sa umaga pa lang, pagising mo pa lang, sa pagtimpla ng kape, pagtimpla ng Milo, pagtimpla ng gatas, o pagtimpla pa ng kung ano pa man. Di ba, kailangan na natin ng sugar. So, sa bawat teaspoon o sa bawat kutsarita na nilalagay mo sa yung pagkain is meron itong 15 calories. Napakataas, di ba? So, it is a disaccharide sucrose. So, pag sinabi natin disaccharides, it's also called a double sugar, and it is a molecule formed by two monosaccharides or simply sugar. So, meron tayong three major na disaccharides. Una yung sucrose, lactose, and maltose. So, yung disaccharides is nakapagbigay ito ng quick source of energy sa ating katawan. Sugar cooking. Sugar cooking, the process of modifying sugar, pure granulated sucrose, by dissolving it in a little water and then heating it without stirring to various temperatures to produce various non-crystalline consistencies until finally there is caramelization, which changes its flavor and chemical composition. So sugar cooking, ito yung caramelization. Ito yung pag lagay mo ng tubig sa asukal. Tapos pakuluin to sa mahinang apoy para matunaw o maging mag-caramelize yung sugar. Tapos pag nag-caramelize na, ginagamit to lalo na sa mga leche flan, ganyan. O nilalagay sa mga tinapay sa taas, ganyan, para mas matamis, mas malasa, mas masarap. So, nagbibigay rin to ng aroma sa isang tinapay, ganyan. Kaya sa isang kinakain natin, ganyan. Types of sugar used in cooking. Granulated sugar. It is a highly refined multi-purpose sugar. It is also sometimes called refined table or white sugar. It is made from sugar cane and sugar beets. It is used in cooking and baking. So, granulated sugar is parang ito commonly na ginagamit natin sa pang-araw-araw na pagkain ganyan natin. Ito yung parang nabibili lang yata sa mga tindahan, ganyan, sa mga sari-sari store. Ito yung ginagamit ito sa pagluluto and sa pagbe-bake ng mga tinapay. Number 2, castor sugar. It is superfine granulated sugar. Because the crystals are so fine, they dissolve much quicker than standard granulated white sugar, which make it ideal for making meringues, syrups, and cocktails. So, castor sugars, mas pino kaysa sa granulated sugar. Saka mas madali itong madissolve o matunaw. Kasi nga, medyo malilit yung mga bottle niya. Diba? Ginagamit ito kasi pang syrups, ganyan. And sa mga cocktails o mga inumin. Number 3, confectioner sugar. Confectioner sugar, also referred as powdered sugar and 10 times sugar. This is a type of white sugar that has been ground into a fine powder to prevent clumping. A small amount cornstarch is typically blended in. It is easily dissolved in liquid and is ideal for making icing and frosting, as well decorating baked goods. So, confectioner's sugars, powdered sugar na siya. O pinong-pino na. Pinong-pino. Ginagamit naman to sa sa paggawa ng mga icing, ganyan. Or pag-decorate, nilalagay sa sa taas mga baked goods, ganyan, para mas matamis, mas malasa pa yung tinapay. Number 4, pearl sugar. It is nib sugar or hale sugar. Pearl sugar is a variety of white sugar that has coarse, hard texture and opaque color. It, it also holds its shape and does not melt when exposed to high temperature. It is used to decorate pastries, cookies, and buns. So, pearl sugar is hard texture. Kita naman, di ba? Sa hindi to madaling matunaw. Kahit na mas mataas o high temperature, high, mas mataas, mas mainit, ganyan. Ginagamit ito pang-decorate rin pala sa mga pastries, ganyan, sa mga cakes or cookies and buns. Sanding sugar. Sanding sugar is used mainly for decorating. It has large crystals which are fairly resistant to heat and add extra texture and crunch to cookies and other baked goods. So, sanding sugar is yun nga, mainly for decorating lang. Pag-decorate para mas maganda tignan. Yung mga cookies, ganyan, baked goods. Pero nagbibigay rin to naman ng extra texture sa mga tinapay and crunch. Cane sugar. Cane sugar is produced solely from sugar cane, and it's minimally processed. Thus, it has also slightly large grain, darker color, and higher price tag. So, cane sugar is, pagkakalam ko dito is parang wash siguro. Wash sugar. Demerara sugar. Demerara sugar is a variety of raw cane sugar that is minimally refined. It has large grains with an amber color and natural subtle molasses flavor. It is used to sweeten coffee or tea or as a topping on baked goods like muffins, cones, cookies, and cakes. So, Demerara sugars, variety lang siya ng cane sugar. Pero mas malaki lang siya ng konti. So, medyo light, mas dark brown siya ng konti. So, kaysa sa cane sugar. Ginagamit naman to is para pang patamis ng coffee or tea or toppings sa mga tinapay, baked goods like muffins, scones, cookies, and cakes. Number 8, turbinado sugar. Turbinado sugar is another type of minimally refined raw cane sugar. This sugar variety has large medium brown crystal and is often mistaken for standard brown sugar because of its color. It has delicate caramel flavor and commonly used to sweeten beverage and can also be used in baking. So, turbinado sugar is parang variety rin siya ng cane sugar. Pero ito, mas malaki. Ito has large, medium brown crystal. Mas malaki to kaysa sa cane sugar or demerara sugar. And minsan napagkaamaran din tong yung brown sugar kasi nga dun sa kulay niya, brown. And ginagamit rin to sa tamis ng mga beverage o inumin. Ang ginagamit rin ito minsan sa baking. Muscovado. 9. Muscovado sugar. Muscovado sugar is a variety of unrefined cane sugar in which the molasses is not removed. Molasses, basta yun. It has sticky, wet, sandy texture with a rich, complex flavor. It can be used as a substitute for brown sugar. Its flavor is much stronger. especially wonderful barbecue sauce marinade. So, muscovado, sugar. Ginagamit naman to para pang ano, pang marinate sa mga barbecue, sa mga inihaw, ganun, sa mga paggawa rin ng barbecue sauce. And minsan pa nanghahali rin to sa sa brown sugar. Pero mas matamis lang ito, mas stronger yung lasa niya kaysa sa brown sugar. Light brown sugar. Light brown sugar is refined white sugar which a small amount of molasses added in it has a wet sandy structure. It is used for making any baked goods as well as in savory dishes. So, light brown sugar. Parang ito pala yung wash pala. Ginagamit to pang sa baked goods, sa mga tinapay, sa mga cakes, di ba? Saka sa mga savory dishes.
Flavor. Adding a little of sugar to nutritious foods such as short fruits, frozen berries, rabhar, or progil help to make them more palatable. Sugar also enhances fruit flavors in foods. Ang flavor enhanced po ay nag-a-add ng sugar na tumutulong sa pagbibigay ng nutrients sa pagkain po. For color, on heating, sugar breaks down to produce the color and desirable flavor that characterize many cooked food. This is caused by sugar reacting with proteins as they break down in the cooking process called Maillard reaction. A sprinkle of sugar and cinnamon on top of fruit muffin makes for brown crunchy topping and gives a nice texture. Ang color daw po ito yung nagbibigyan ng sa pagme-melt ng sugar. At velocity, sugar provides body in drinks and semi-liquid food like syrup, chutney, and food sauce. At velocity, nag-provide taga-provide ng liquid foods like syrup or honey. Last, as anti-collagen, when it's heated, sugar delays the coagulation of proteins or the change to the semi-solid state, such as in baked cornstarch and other dessert. Ang anticoagulant taga-provide ng heat to sugar delays the coagulation of proteins for other dessert. Function of sugar cookery. Below are some of important role sugar plays when it is added to food. Number one, as the bulk blanking agent, sugar contributes to the texture of food such as in marmalade and biscuits. This is an important role of sugar in most baking applications. Ang blanking agent ito po ang contributes to texture the food. Number two, as present preservative, sugar helps to prevent or slow and growth of bacteria, molds, and yeast in jams and other preservatives. It also helps to prolong the shelf life of many foods on our supermarket shelf by acting as maintain and stabilizing the water content in foods. Formation can be achieved by various methods: cooling, evaporation, addition of a second solvent to reduce the solubility of the solvent, layering, sublimation, changing of caution, and onion, and as well as the other methods. Stage of sugar cooking. There are 7 stages of cooking sugar. Trans cook to 234 degrees to 230 uh, cook to 230 degrees to 234 degrees. The syrup spin a soup loosen short thread. Softball. Cook to 234 degrees to 240 degrees. The syrup form a soft, pliable, sticky ball. Firm ball. Cook to 244 degrees to 248. The syrup form a firm but still pliable, sticky ball. Hard ball. Cook to 250 degrees to 265 degrees. The syrup form a hard, sticky ball. Soft crack. Cook to 270 degrees to 290 degrees. The syrup forms longer strands than are firm but yet remain pliable. Hard crack. Cook to 300 degrees to 310 degrees. The syrup forms stiff strands that are firm and brilliant. Caramel. Cook to 320 to 338. The syrup change color ranging the from a light golden to a dark amber brown into form hard standard that are firm and brittle. Ito na po yung cook stage kung paano lulutuin at kung ganong kainit na pwedeng sa bawat stage po. During process of sugar, planting and harvesting, preparation and processing, juice extraction, pressing, pros- purification of juice, clarification and evaporation, crystallization, centrifuging, dry and packaging. Dito rin po yung kung paano kung ano yung mga manufacturer at sa pagproseso ng sugar. Process of cooking sugar. Crystallization. Definition. Crystallization is the process by which a solid form, where the atom or molecules are highly organized into the structure known as crystal. Crystallization dito po ay nagbibigay rin po ng solid form to kung saan ang atoms and molecules na nag-organize at at kaya kaya nabubuo ang crystal dahil sa pag solid form po. Beverage. Sugar are added to beverage to provide both sweetness and body, otherwise known as mouthfeel. Sugars are also important in the brewing and wine making industry. Sugars or other carbohydrate except lactose can be used to produce alcohol by fermentation. During fermentation, yeast feeds on sugar and produce bubbles of carbon dioxide, water, and alcohol. Dito po, Juan, ang sugar ay tumutulong sa paggawa ng beverage para para meron tayong mainom na matamis at alak din po. Sugar also has some surprising non-food uses. Sugar is involved in the fermentation process to make products containing alcohol such as wine. Sugar slows the setting of cement and glues. Sugar is used to help make certain types of detergents. Sugar is used in textile industry for sizing the finishing fabric. Sugar is used to make certain pharmaceuticals. Sugar is used in wood healing. Ang sugar daw po ay non-food uses din po na nabanggit dito sa sugar involved, like ng fermentation process to make product, slow the settings of cement and glues, used to help make certain types of detergents, used in the textile industry for sizing and finishing fabrics, used to make certain pharmaceuticals, properticals and uses in the wood hill. Yan po, ginagamit din po yung sugar for some surprising non-food uses po. Types. Crystal formation can be divided into two types, where the first types of crystal are composed of accretion or anion, also known as salt, such as sodium acetate. The second types of crystals are composed of uncharged. Dito po pinapakita ko na kung paano dinivide ang crystal into two methods. Principle. The principle behind the crystal is that the amount of solute that can be dissolved by a solvent increases with temperature. In crystallization, the impure substance is dissolved in a suitable solvent to reach its nearly saturated solution at a temperature higher than the room temperature. Principle, ito na po yung principle na yung principle po nito na kung saan kung paano nabubuo at nagde-dissolve ang sugar sa pagiging crystal po. Process crystallization occur in two major steps. These are as follows. Dalawang proseso po ng major step. Number 1 ang nucleation and number 2 crystal growth. Nucleation. Nucleation is the step where the solute molecules or atoms paired in the solvent start to gather into clusters on the microscope scale that become stable under the current operating system. It is at the stage of nuclearization that the atoms of molecules arrange in the defining and periodic manner that defines the crystal structure. Dito pinapakita sa nucleation na po is yung pagbuo ng crystal structure ng isang sugar. Tapos crystal growth. Crystal growth is the dynamic process occur in embryo where solute molecules or atoms precipitation out of solution dissolve back into solution. Crystal growth, ito po ay bumubuo ng dynamic process na kasama ang molecules and atoms para dissolve back na pabalik po. Ito lang po maintindihan ko.